Alright, this is me, Fat Rohit. I'm fatter than Rohit. This is Coach Ravi Ashwin, and this is Rahane's agent who's just about to lose his job. He just doesn't know it yet. He just not reading the room, this guy. Alright, Lal or Ravi Ashwin. The moment I saw the team sheet on Thursday morning, which was the first day, and because you live in Toronto, the first thing I thought was you. I knew the moment you bloody wake up, you will be like, you will be livid. You will be fucking livid. I just knew the moment you will wake up, you're like, fucking Ashwin is not there in the team. You'll be more angry than Steve fucking Jobs was when he found out Bill Gates was stealing everything. All his ideas, all his girlfriends, and not his kids. That's the one thing he wanted him to be taken away from. So let's start with quick fire, crispy questions or cunty quick fire question. Q. Whosoever one of you wants to answer, let's start with the big one. R. Ashwin. I'll play devil's advocate here. Umesh Yadav, Shardul, Thakur, Jadeja, all have performed either with bat or the ball, which you can't disagree with, justifies Kohli's unpopular decision to drop Ashwin for the fourth straight time. Now, pitch was green as fuck, unusual. It is unusual for the oval pitches, where oval pitches are generally batsmen bitches, which is right now happening on the day 3. Now, when Kohli was talking about, also want to clarify, because a lot of people making fun, including you, when Kohli was talking about England's 4 left-handers being the perfect matchup for Jadeja, he meant Jadeja is already more than enough or capable of getting those fuckers out. So no need for Ashwin to play. So all the people giving statistics and saying like, oh, Ashwin is the best against left-handed, he's taken more than 200 wickets. All Kohli was saying was Jadeja will do everything Ashwin can. Okay, now I'm leaving it up to you. You can show me your anger, but that's what me being devil's advocate.
I don't think even you believe what you said, what Kohli was meaning. I mean, it's just crazy. I think selection is so... Okay, here's my take. Okay, if Kohli believes firmly that this is the way to go and this is the way he thinks India can win the match and win the series, fine. But have some logical arguments to back it up. What the fuck does that mean that England have 4 left-handers? That's why I will play Jadeja because he's also a left-hander. What? Like, I mean, have I been following some other sport over the last 2 decades? I mean, traditionally, you ball going away or turning away from the batsman is more dangerous than ball coming in. Like, why would you pick a left arm bowler, justify Jadeja as a left arm spinner against left arm batsman? I mean, have some sense. Like, either say that this is my way, I believe this is the way to go, and I don't owe any explanations to anyone. Fuck off. Don't give bullshit. Like, people are not idiots. I mean, that's the part which riles me up. He thinks that the media and everyone is like idiot and they will just lap it up whatever he says, and even though if it's illogical. So I think my problem is there.
Okay, I agree. What you said is completely logical. Also, you have to understand that you cannot be honest. So there is no way he could be honest that say like, listen, I don't want this guy. If he said this, it'll be fucked up. So he
It's
said
not about I
something which,
want this guy. It's about saying I feel 4 fast bowlers and Jadeja is the way to go. I have conviction and I'm putting my reputation on the line. That's it. Nothing against Ashwin. He is firmly believing that his template is God's gift to mankind and he will stick to it. There's nothing.
okay,
Ashwin
this
has
is
nothing to
something,
do with it.
you're right. But this is exactly what he said over and over again. This time he changed and it just looked kind of awkward. Okay, Vikram, Rahane's agent, fucking jobless people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even. I mean, there's a lot of hue and cry about.
By the way, are you out on parole from your jail? Because this looks like exactly like the jail in Bihar, and you're just out on parole, or probably like strolling on the jail like rooftop.
I'm on the rooftop, but not not in the jail, and it's so nice
I'll let
to
you
be out
continue.
actually.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
is
I mean,
from the jail,
yeah.
child molesters.
So you got me there. Okay, so yeah, I think I don't really feel that it's a big issue leaving Ashwin out. Anyway, I mean, it's people who needed to be changed were the batsmen, not the bowlers, because bowlers were doing really well anyway. Obviously,
Yeah, your man's supposed to be changed. The one you're agenting.
Yeah, in last podcast I said that he should have listened to Javed Jafri and retired during his peak.
I have a
So-
question on Rahane, so let's not waste time on Rahane. So you just
Yeah,
tell me
so-
quickly that
yeah, I think-
you feel it's okay. You feel it's okay.
Yeah, I feel it's okay because again, I don't really see how he will fit if he wants to play 4 bowlers, which he wants. He wants to always play the 4 fast bowlers, so there is no way he can fit in Ashwin, other than maybe dropping Rahane again and playing Jadeja as a batsman.
So what I understand is like I think we're okay with Ashwin being dropped. We're just not okay with the stupid explanation which came across from
Yeah.
Kohli's pie hole.
For me, it's both. One is I'm not okay with Ashwin.
I already know that, Lal. I already know that.
and stupid explanations for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I have to
this
move on
one,
to go on.
and
If
this
you
one, and
still
then when
have
he-
to
when
say
he
something,
said-
then say it. Yeah.
and when he said he is in the 12 when I think during the second test match he said that he was in the 12, so I think those two were not required. He could have said something else or something. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of disrespectful. I don't know intentionally or unintentionally, but yeah.
Okay. I do apologize to the viewers because I did say this was going to be like quick fire, crispy questions. It's not going to be because whenever R. Ashwin is involved and our lover of R. Ashwin is involved, will not declare openly. But yeah, neither will Karan Johar about his sexuality. All right. This is the most blasphemous question I've ever asked in my life. Now, with Virat Kohli married to the template, is Ashwin's test career in England divorced and over? Just say please yes and no. I don't want any more hate
Yes.
for Kohli.
Yes.
At least in England is over, right? He's not going to come back in fifth test or somewhere again in 2023 or something. Because we're
Yeah,
not playing till
definitely.
2024. Definitely, right? All right, fair enough. Let's move on to the next question. Is Shardul Thakur the next Kapil Dev? Because people are comparing him to Beefy, but let's just be real. Kapil Dev is better. He'll have to take 434 wickets.
Yeah, I mean, please come on. Like, it's hyperbole. I think it's exaggeration, like exaggerating the exaggerated. But yeah, I mean, I wish he could be like half as good, or like let's say 20% as good as Kapil Dev. I'll be
20
more
will not do. We need half. We can't be at 20% Kapil Dev. That will not work. Then I'll be also playing and you will also be playing. Bikram, no, because Bikram is only 15% Kapil Dev. So that will not work. So Bikram, do you think, or do you have any other name that you can associate with instead of Kapil Dev? Maybe, I don't know,
Maybe.
any other great all-rounders that we had? Like, I don't know.
He's a better version of Pandya, Hardik Pandya, I think.
Hardik Pandya's Instagram just blew up right now. He is not happy. He's not happy. All right. What
Okay.
was more bizarre? To all the three situations there? Two of them I already told you. Third one I didn't send it to you, but you will completely resonate with it. The first one is Rory Burns pretending to be fucking blind at second slip when he was staring at some fucking chick in the crowd or wherever he was looking. When Rohit gave a big fat nick, which went past his hands, and it nicks his toes also, then he goes for four. And he's like, whoa, I didn't fucking see it. What is happening? Or Bumrah Yorker, which hit Moin flush on his toes. Moin just pretended nothing hit him. It was a bat, which was amazing pain control. And then he just fooled everybody. Nobody appealed. Nobody cared. Like, it was like, oh my God, okay, it's fine. Or the third one, fucking Jarvo invading the pitch, not once, not twice, but thrice. How the fuck? Now he's in jail. And now he's 127 subscribers, 77,000 subscribers. Big Lal, we gotta invade fucking Old Trafford and do it for a podcast, man. But what do you think is more bizarre? Like, how the fuck this guy invades the place 3 times? Now he's finally in the jail because I think he touched Johnny Bear's toe, but he'll be out obviously, and his
Yeah.
subscriber base will even go higher naturally. So jail is very good for him
me,
right now.
For me, it's definitely Jarvo. Like one time, fine. Like okay, it's
He's just sitting there.
Times,
He's sitting there. He just walks in. Like he just walks in. Doesn't even jump a fence. He just walks.
he just walks. It's like he's going on a garden walk. He's like on a picnic, and he just walks into the ground.
You see his video on his
Yeah.
channel. There's videos, proper videos. He's just sitting and talking. I'm gonna go in now. I'm an England player.
I'm worried. What is the kind of security around the ground? Like anyone can do anything. Like what if it was not Jarvo and some fucking lunatic come with
Jarhead.
does with a gun or a bomb?
Yeah,
or
it's a
something.
first world thing, right? It's kind of like
What
they kind
is
of be
this?
like,
Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, it's to me that's the most bizarre thing. Like once, if it happens one time, fine. Like everywhere it happens. But like
They can see he's sitting there.
Yeah, it's
just behind
Oh,
the
God.
advertising boards. They know he's going to do it. The whole camera crew is there, and they just let him do it. He's obviously everybody is in. People getting kickbacks from this thing. Yes,
Yeah.
Bikram, Rahane's agent.
I think there's a fourth thing which is more weird. Jarvo spending more time in the middle than Ashwin.
Ooh,
Which is actually true. Dude, if
That's kind of the
Ashwin,
balls.
Ashwin, if Ashwin gets the hint of this because he's probably not thought of it like that, that's messed up, right? That's messed up. And obviously, coach doesn't like it at all. All right, let's move on to the next one. I really love this question particularly though. I added this one specifically. So was Umesh's ripper, if anybody knows anything about cricket, to Castle Root was a fluke because if you really see the seam was facing the slips and ball just like seamed sharply inwards, which obviously nobody was expecting. It was a fluke. It was crazy, but that really helped Umesh and really helped India's cause, and it finally got Root out.
Yeah.
Only he will know whether it was a fluke or not. We can speculate all we want.
Well, the whole seam was like facing like the slips, the second slip. So he was obviously trying to do this, like shape it in and then shape it out.
He's developed this new mystery ball where the seems it goes that way, but it'll be the Tisra that Sakleen Mushtaq was working all these years. This is the Tisra that Umesh Yadav has developed.
All right. Now, India, this is another question. India led off England big time because England was at one time, although the pitch has been amazing, for 62 for 5 and they eventually ended up making 290 all out. Yet every commentator, every pundit, everybody is saying that English batsmen didn't convert their starts into 100, which is not particularly incorrect, but that's not what you say when somebody is 62 for 5. It's beautiful to see how BCCI owns everyone's balls or even people who don't have any balls. It's just super comical because it totally cracks me up how everyone is sucking India's balls. And what are your views on this, boys? Because even in TGC, they were talking about the same thing, except the funny thing is they also doing the same thing, but they're saying whenever you talk to anybody from Indian cricket team, you just can't get like anything honest about anybody. Even when they try to get a joke also, right? In a joke way, they're also not even getting the joke also because they're saying some people think the joke is also true. Man, nobody wants to say anything. You understand what I'm trying to say? When England is behind, right? They say, now England will lose. If India is behind, they're like, they will come back. That's how the idea is right now. So if England is behind, they're behind, they'll down. India is behind, they'll come back. That's how they keep saying.
Everyone wants IPL commentary contracts. No one is going to.
Man, there must be very lucrative contracts.
No, big fat contracts. No one wants to mess with the BCCI. So that's the way it rolls.
Fuck, I'm a good host, but trust me, the way I'm speaking, I'm not getting anywhere near. They'll probably fucking cancel this podcast, which is not even making any money. That's how bad BCCI is. Like mafia. What do you think? What do you think, Rahane's agent? Because you'll be out of job. You need BCCI job, man. You don't have contracts like this guy. He has ESPN contracts on his table.
Yeah.
For bad punditry.
I think definitely we let them off. But I think it was just a combination of very wayward bowling because I think Umesh Yadav took those wickets, but the reason why he's not getting picked regularly is because he's very inconsistent, more than Sami. So I think it's just the wicket was good. Even now you can see that our batsmen are also making run, but I don't know when anything can happen with our middle order. But it was a big let off. They were 5 down, right? So
62 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, letting them score 290. That was a big let off.
All right, fair enough. Let's talk about the question that you've been waiting for forever. Now, here's my thought on this thing. If a lower order batting all-rounder, which is Jadeja, has to protect a specialist batsman who has an amazing record overseas and who's also out of form right now and begging to be fucking dropped, we are talking about Rahane, of course, then that batsman's selection is simply not warranted. What do you think, boys? Because if you were going to play him and if you just have no fucking trust in this guy, why is the fuck this guy is getting selected in the first place?
Okay, like as someone...
It's like a Kohli situation, right? He's just saying something stupid, like it's like a left-hander, so we'll have a left-handed bowler. Like, if you don't have trust, why are you selecting him in the first place? Why is Jadeja fucking protecting Rahane?
Yeah, I think as someone like from the outside looking in, to me, it felt like they just wanted to like break the series of right-handers and put in a left-hander there. But I think that's the explanation that probably they're trying to sell.
Yeah, you don't even send Pant then.
Yeah, I mean, that's what. So I don't know what they're actually trying to do. Maybe they're actually it's more like a slap for Pant than Rahane, because if that's the thing they were trying to do, then they should have sent Pant up. But Pant is like, has his brain faded like in the whole series, playing crazy shots. So I don't know. Like it's to me, it's more of a testament to Pant. If the reason that I mentioned is true, then Rahane.
I'll give you the chance to, for bashing later on. Yes,
No,
soon to be out of
I
job.
think, yeah, it's kind of sending a message also to Rahane, because you can't. Uh, Everyone has to be politically correct. You can't just drop him, suddenly. It's like this is the first stage that you're dropping him in the batting order, and then maybe talk about dropping him from the test. And but as I said, that I don't think they will drop. They will be able to drop him, or as in like uh, this test was a good opportunity to drop him. Even Pujara was on the knife edge, but he made 90 odd, and today also he's playing a bit aggressively. But yeah, I think Rahane, it's evident. I mean, even if he scores 50, it looks like somehow he scraped out some runs. So it's I don't know. I mean, I felt, yeah, left hand right hand combination is also there. I think they were trying to break it, but that shows that you don't have any confidence in Rahane surviving. So I thought that this was sending a message, that okay, your place is not solid anymore, and maybe in the next test match he may get dropped. I don't know. I'm
All right,
hoping
fair
for
enough.
him.
So I don't understand. In this way, I'll be with Lal here because what is this fucking selective bravery? One way you just fucking keep dropping Ashwin, who's definitely the
Correct.
best fucking
I
spinner
was
in the
about
world.
to
Fair
say.
enough. Now you fucking don't drop Rahane or fucking Pujara just because
Yeah,
you yourself are
exactly.
fucking out of form. I mean, what is this nonsense? By the way, I might be completely wrong about this thing, but I was noticing Rahane was in his fucking pajamas right now. So I think Jadeja again fucking coming before him because he had not changed and he was in fucking pajamas, the BCCI shit pajamas that he was wearing. So I won't be surprised if this guy doesn't come in again. So let's move on to the next one, which is much lighter question, but it has Kohli on it. Now, have Root and Kohli swapped souls? Like the soul, not the jute wala soul, but the soul which is like, according to Lal, Kohli doesn't even have a soul. But Root is converting now all his 50s to 100. He was renowned for not converting anything. Now Kohli was renowned for converting all his 50s to 100, and he's not doing anymore. He's just making 50s. What the fuck has happened?
Law of averages is catching up. Kohli had a phenomenal 50 to 100 conversion ratio, and I think now when he will retire, he'll be more like realistic ratio as all the other batsmen of the last generation and this generation. And I think Root has taken it to another level. I think he is kind of now reaching those Kohli levels that he reached in, I think, between 2015 and 2017-18. But yeah, I mean, short answer is looks like they have swapped souls.
They have, right. So he's already answered. I don't want to drag in, but you think obviously it's obvious, right? It's obvious. So I'll give you
Yeah,
the
it's
next
obvious.
question, Vikram. Vikram, its question is actually still for Lal, but I have to let you know. You might have already read the question, but you don't know this. But Lal hates Pants. Like he hates him even more than he loves Ashwin. In the pre-pandemic era, that's how we're judging these days. No, it's not ACBC or something, ADBC. In the pre-pandemic era, Lal told me, I think it was more than 2 years, that there's no way on a phone call that Pant will succeed at the test level. Okay, Pant over the last year has proved Lal wrong and made him eat shit and suck dick. Okay, now will Pant's confidence be just dented because of his recent terrible performances or permanently damaged after his continual fucking failures in England? And was Lal right after all? Like, you take the question, obviously.
I think it's just the moving ball. That's where he's having the problems. If he plays in
What kind
Australia,
of
I mean,
fucking thing is
apart.
moving ball? It will always obviously move, right? That's why we are not playing and he's playing. He's been moving
No,
around the
I'm
pitch
just
everywhere.
no, I'm just saying because he's not confident against it. See, like how England capitulated here in India against spinning ball. I mean, the most wickets were given when the ball went straight. So it's just the fear. I think he's since he failed a couple of times in the first two test matches. After that, I think he just thinks that he has to, just get out of this rut or whatever it is by hitting some boundaries. That because that's how he plays, right? And that's what even the Indian team is telling him to, that this is your role. But again, the team composition is such that it is looking bad, because if you had a solid middle order, if they had blunted the bowling, then a Pant can come and play his shot, because if the bowlers have bowled 100 overs, 110 overs, and then Pant can come at number 7, and play his shots. But in this setup and in this kind of bowling conditions, I think he's just looking a fish out of water. So yeah,
Okay,
it
you
would
know
have
what?
been.
I think this all thing is fucking whatever you're saying is bullshit, because this is Test cricket. It's not T20. This is not one day international. Okay, Adam Gilchrist never fucking said something like this. You come out to play, you play your goddamn shot, no matter ball where it's going, you do your thing. So are you agreeing right now that Lal was right after all, and Pant is not the real deal when the situation is like as you were saying, when the ball is moving, when the situation is shit, when the things are not perfect for him, put on a platter, he looks like a fish out of water. So you think he's not the
Right.
real deal in England, but he will
Yeah,
be right.
I
So Lal,
completely agree. Yeah.
you remember, right, what I was talking, Lal? I didn't talk to you about this thing, but we remember we talked
I
in like
agree. No, I
2018 or
remember.
19.
I
You were very
remember in
furious, and I
2018.
said, like, no, Pant will succeed. I was more concerned about his keeping skills in test matches. But, I mean, right now, everybody was after Pant, Pant, Pant. But right now, it just looks like,
India's, yeah,
the bubble is burst.
India's tour of 2018 to Australia, I texted you and said this guy will never will not make it, and he made me eat shit for the last few months for sure. And
Yes.
I disagree with this Rahane's agent here that in Australia at Gabba,
Be
if you
kind to
think
him. I was already rude to him. He's going to be out of his job. So be kind, I don't
yeah,
want it
no,
to.
no. I'm telling you why. Because it's not that our batsmen blunted 110 bowlers and then Pant came and swashbuckled everything. In Gabba, he actually built the innings. And I was shocked to my core that my God, he's matured and look at him building an innings and then going crazy. But in England right now, something that's why I use the word brain fade or something. Something has gone awry. Like he doesn't trust his defense. He doesn't trust whatever little technique he has, and he's just like you know walking down against a swinging ball. He just needs a little pat on his back, and someone needs to talk to him that trust whatever defense or technique you have, trust it. You don't have to play unnatural shots at every five dot balls and then you suddenly go crazy. But if he continues on this path, I feel that probably my prediction would be right. I don't want that to happen. But and one more point, I think number 6 is too high for him in a test match. To me, Pant right now is a number 7 option, not 6. When you are in the top 6, you are almost a specialist batsman at test level, and especially in England. For me, Pant's right. This thing is number 7, and he just has to trust his technique. If he plays like this, then probably I was right all along.
Okay, fair enough. One good thing is, because when we were talking about before the England tour, like a country like England, it really tests you. So it will always, remove all the peoples who are like, pretenders or been pretending for like 10 years, like Rahane. Obviously, agent is there. Why would they afford agent? Okay, let's talk. I'm going to jump a question because I just want to give you a chance a little bit, Rahane's agent, and come back to the 10th question again. Now, is Rahane's test career over? And also, what about his IPL career? Is that also over? My view is he can always play in the PSL, which is Pakistan Super League, and become a legend like Vivian Richards or Javed Miandad or anybody fucking hell, man. So what do you think, Rahane's agent? And who's your next fucking client now?
Yeah, I'm already talking to all the
Sky?
leagues coming up in US. So I think that's where he'll be heading in next few weeks, or sorry, next few
California
months.
Cricket
Try
Club.
try the Canada Premier League.
So
Canadian
because-
Premier League. Does it start with K, Canada, or does it start with C?
Yeah,
That's
so
an
I think
interesting
his
question.
test career is over. I'm telling him from long time he should only retire. He's not listening to me, so probably Kohli will have to drop him, and
Test failed.
it will reduce his fees. That's what I'm concerned about. So yeah, I think it's
Breaking
definitely
news,
over.
guys! You heard it first.
He still gets
on our
paid, huh?
podcast. Rahane's agent wants Rahane to retire. Breaking news.
Yeah, because see, if you retire at
Exclusive
the right
T20
time,
player.
if you retire at the right time, you get the right money also. If you retire as a loser, then no one wants you as well. So that's the problem. If you had retired after the Australian tour on a high, bringing home the cup back to India, and he would have retired. He would have been a legend. Now everyone, even for 15-year-old, 14-year-old, are telling him to retire from the like get out from the team. So the perception has changed. That's the job of the agent, right? To tell his client what is the right time to do something. So yeah.
I love Test cricket, man. I love Test cricket. Within months, the guy was like on the top of the world, and now he's at the bottom, rock bottom. His own agent is telling him to fucking retire right now. So now, second last question. Now, Hasib Hamid. I hope you guys already understood this question. Hasib Hamid has to go and buy character from fucking Walmart or whatever the shit there is in England. I think there's Tesco's. Now, this dude simply pees his pants every time a wicket falls. Now, if you notice the all 4 innings that he's batted, he's made literally 0 fucking runs every time a wicket falls. When he's batting, or he comes into bat. So if he comes one down, he can never score. If he's opening, if his partner gets out, he just gets out right after. Or he stops scoring and then he gets right after that. So there is some problem obviously with this guy. I show a lot of courage in the field, I've noticed him, but all that hair and everything is just not working out. That's not courage. He needs to do something else. Do you guys agree? Because there's a specific point I'm picking which people might not have noticed. Whenever the wicket falls, he just kind of gets a bit jittery.
Yeah, could be. I think when the opposition's body language is high and they're gathering and swooping in, he probably looks a little nervous, tentative. I think it's mental strength. I think he just needs to probably toughen up mentally. Like you're right. Maybe there is something there in it. Like if you apply right pressure, he cracks, and maybe that's something he needs to work on.
All right, fair enough. Now, the final question. Now, everything is very, as everybody loves saying, evenly fucking poised. I'm not sure how much evenly is poised. I know the lead has been eroded now. 1 wicket is gone. Pujara is playing apparently aggressively, but he plays for 5 minutes. Come on, I think Pujara is your next client. Now, who will win at the Oval, which is we're playing right now, why it will be England? If you're actually choosing India, then I'm pretty sure you're leaving podcast very soon for some big money fucking move to the BCCI podcast or commentary or whatever. Or marrying somebody named Langer, whose earlier name was actually pronounced Langer, but you just wanted Langer. Jayanti Mayanti Langer or whatever, whose husband just retired, and we thought I thought you retired like 17 years ago, maybe. I know you took 6 wickets for 4 runs, but come on, man. Get over it. All right. Yes, Bikram, first you.
Yeah, I think England is still the favorite at this point of time because we have
somebody said it. At least I know you're not BCCI bankroll now.
Yeah, because we have a well-known dodgy, middle order, and then our wicket-keeper is also low on confidence. So I mean, logically speaking, if a wicket falls, if Kohli doesn't score, then it can get over anytime. The innings can get over anytime. So yeah, I don't see right now at this point of time at lunch on day 3. I think England are favorites.
Okay, from my point of view, my money was on England. It stays on England. So, final word from Coach Ravi Shastri. If you're already, all your whiskey has not already kicked in and you're not already falling over, please tell us what's happening. What's going to happen?
I think, honestly, England are on top. The only way India, if India bats anything less than 4 full sessions, that is 3 sessions today and 1 tomorrow, then it's done. Game over. England will win. If India managed to bat out somehow 4 plus sessions, then the chances really go up. But at this stage, even if we were 200 for no loss, I would still bank money on England because we can be 270 all out, given the frailties of our batting. So unless when we reach 350 plus, that's when I'll start believing. But anything below 350, till the time the score is actually below 350, even it will be 250 for no loss, it'll still be England's game.
All right, my final word is this is exactly the match historically where Rahane ends up scoring an amazing 47. Okay, and saves his Test career. He's done this over and over again, but Rahane's agent's just let him retire. I can't take this anymore. He's like villain. Just cancel the fucking contract. I want a new agent. I want a new person. I can't do this anymore. So let's see. All 3 of us are picking.
I think it might be Pant's brain clearing session or innings as well. Who knows? Pant might.
I think we're going to take everybody in there.
Score
Somebody will
a
come
try.
good, right? We'll take everybody in there. Probably
This is
Rohit will finally end up
wishful
scoring a fucking
thinking.
century. He's like, I've had it. And then he'll jump. The moment he comes down the fucking, there'll be a crater after that. Because he just jumped too high and there'll be a crater. It's like, what the fuck? I just jumped like Cristiano Ronaldo. We had to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. So at Old Trafford, before we go next week, again, we're talking about old Cristiano Ronaldo. Thank you for coming in, Rahane's agent. You're going to be out of job, but there'll be another person. You can obviously go Sky, Surya Kumar Yadav. That's what everybody calling me Sky. And Coach
No,
Shastri, sorry for interrupting your whiskey break, or which is pretty much like starts from 6 p.m. and ends at like probably 12 till you pass out, obviously. So continue on that. We'll see you next time, and let's hope it's an amazing match. Whoever wins, we don't care, but we just want the best team to win. Right now it's England, and let's hope whatever it is, it just ends up a good match, and then we'll be back at Old Trafford watching football. All right, take care, like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.